So if LeBron doesn't care about the All-Star game, neither should you. I know I don't. I don't care about him making the All-Star game. I think he shouldn't have. Am I going to beat the bloody horn? Like, am I going to beat the horn? Am I going to sound the alarm? This is an absolute travesty. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to state my opinion on it. No, he wasn't an All-Star this year. He's not even considerable. He's not even close to being one of the best forwards. Kawhi Leonard is having a better year, played more games. I mean, if you want to tell me that the Clippers, that they're fooling the Clippers, who mind you are hosting the game. The Clippers arena, the new arena, is hosting the game, and they won't even have a home team. They have two players having excellent personal seasons, even though they're struggling under 500, but they won't be having a home player. They will, unless you consider Luka and LeBron home. What's so funny is even Austin Reeves is having a better season, but he's only played 23 games, and that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't select him. Still think he should have been selected, but I mean, you know, the fact of the matter is that LeBron James has led the coalition, the force, into, or he's led the notion and the idea that the All-Star game no longer means anything. Like, it's, you know, in my opinion, right, the All-Star game was something cool once, right? You know, a situation, a scrimmage with pretty much the world's best players. I mean, if you want to tell me a few of the world's best players don't play in the NBA, that's fair, that's arguable, you know, but you would have an exhibition of the best. Now, I get All-Star games have become pretty much lame in every sport, right? They become lame in every single sport. They really have. Oh shit, yeah, there we go. I just noticed with the video that my windshield was dirty, but yeah, today is actually 31. The first time it's been close to freezing, close to over freezing since the start. I mean, since the snow, and now my windshield wiper fluid isn't frozen. There we go. All right, but anyway, yeah, the All-Star game has become a joke on LeBron's watch. And what did the coaches do? What did the beaten downtrodden coaches of the NBA decide to do? They decide to reward LeBron James by giving him an All-Star nod that he does not deserve. Over much better. I can name, again, Julius Randle's having a better season. The Timberwolves having a better season than the Lakers. Dylan Brooks, to me, is a breakout player, averaging 20 points a game with good defense. All right? I mean, yeah, the fact that LeBron James plays one side of the ball to get his garden variety 20 points a game, 22, whatever he's averaging right now, it is a joke. And I get, like, a guy who, number one, called out at the last minute of the All-Star game last year. A guy who basically sat down with another prick. I think Halliburton is a prick, to be honest. And it's got nothing to do with my Knicks fandom. Here's a guy that's a front runner, very overrated. Like, that ugly looking jump shot. In past eras, this guy would have been a bum. Okay? He would have been a bum. But he sat there on Mind the Game podcast when discussing the idea of playing hard in the All-Star game. He said out his let me not go there. Why? Why should we play hard? Because you get paid. Because it's basketball. Here's one thing I know, right? Mr. not take the game seriously. When you half-assing playing basketball and you think you could turn it on and turn it off when you want to, that's how you get injured. This is the problem. This is why injuries is such. If these guys actually played the game hard every time, notice how many season-ending injuries did Allen Iverson take? I don't think nobody played harder, pound for pound or body for body, than Allen Iverson. Nobody. How many season-ending injuries did he take? Just, y'all can let me know. Did he take any? Of course not. Yeah, he had a lot of nicks and bruises. He played through a lot of nicks and bruises. A lot of these guys are not conditioned to do that. Now, again, I give LeBron James a lot of credit for his longevity. If longevity meet you with the goal, because if you're going to be around, right? If you're going to be around, you have to start doing things that are great, right? You have to. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, while not being individually great, still one of the better centers in the league at the end of his career, the last few seasons. Look, last season he was obviously irrelevant, but still important to the Lakers, still important to their locker room, still important to the culture, still important to a lot of things. And on top of that, yes, he did give a decent effort at center. If Bill Cartwright could average 6 and 4, in full starters minutes with the Bulls and a three-peat, well, yeah, I'm gonna salute Kareem Abdul-Jabbar getting 10 and 4 in his last season, and they got to the finals. All right, they lost, but they got to the finals. This is the year after going back to back, the first team to go back to back since Bill Russell. Really the start of his career, nobody had went back to back since then. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar accomplished that before getting out of there. All right? It really is. We have to really understand just how bad LeBron has made a mockery of the league. And again, there are people out there that say, you talk about LeBron. First of all, I'm not going to be a channel that only talks about LeBron, because I didn't get on YouTube to just talk about LeBron. I got on YouTube to speak the truth. And part of speaking that truth is saying what the hell I think about LeBron. And he is a big major factor in the NBA and what goes on, as far as the discourse and everything, right? A lot of discourse, a lot of bad problems happen, or a lot of issues in the league happen on his watch. Again, when the All-Star game being a joke, nobody but we had, remember, before LeBron came into the league, we had Vince Carter going up. God damn, we had Vince Carter, we had Kevin Garnett, we had major names in these slam dunk contests. Since LeBron has been in the league, Blake Griffin, Zach LaVine, and Aaron Gordon. Those are the only memorable. You want to tell me Jason Richardson and all these guys competed in an All-Star game? For the slam dunk contest. I'm talking about the immortals of the immortals. The Mike versus. You can sit there and say all you want about the dunks being lit or crazy dunks all you want. It's the fact that I'd rather have worse dunks with better players doing them. Okay? And now it's to the point where when you see a guy like Matt McClung pretty much owning the dunk contest in this day and age, and now you got guys who I've never heard of. I know Jackson Hayes talked about accepting an invitation to the slam dunk contest. No one wants to see Jackson Hayes in a dunk contest. And this is the problem. This is the issue. Okay? So many things about the league are now a complete joke. It's a complete joke. Yes, LeBron James refused to compete even once. Kobe competed and won. Larry Bird competed in the three-point contest. Oh yeah, the three-point shooters will compete in it. Steph Curry will compete in it. Steph Curry will compete against Sabrina Ionescu for a man versus woman shootout, boy versus girl shootout. LeBron James won't. And again, if the All-Star game was about lauding him, and here's a guy that got during the All-Star game, right? We celebrated the 75-year anniversary of the NBA, and we crowned the 75 best players of all time. And LeBron James got Michael Jordan got a biggest standing ovation than LeBron James in his hometown. Think that kind of maybe that rubbed him a little wrong. This guy, again, it's a celebration of the greats. You're considered one. Guys, again, you're sitting there and you've made it to the point where All-Star means nothing anymore. And for some guys, like I said, I made this argument. Some guys being an NBA All-Star is something they can sit there and say. They can go in for the rest of their lives. Like Norman Powell, the first time All-Star, Jalen Johnson, NBA All-Star. That meant something. It means something. Even if you did it one time. You can go there. You can go and say, I was an NBA All-Star. I was an NBA player. That's already a flex. But I was an All-Star. That means I was one of the best. There's levels to it. But no, now it's just whatever. And again, guys like LeBron, I'm sorry, he has made a joke of the league. It is unwatchable. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. It is unwatchable. It is like, I sat there. I mean, again, is it just him? No, but he led the charge, and I'm not gonna act like he didn't. I'm not gonna act like if Mr. You don't want to be the face of the league, knowing full well the face of the league comes with a lot of endorsement money. And he actually got these goofballs who make more money than fucking small countries believing, some small countries believing that it's a burden to be the face of the league, or because of the scrutiny, because somebody might say something bad about you on Twitter, because you might actually have to perform to keep that image up. These guys don't want to compete no more, man. And this is the problem, man. This is the problem. I don't care what no one says. These guys just don't want to compete. They want to be glazed without earning it, without understanding that we're in the business of competition. Competition, that means, guess what? Somebody might not like you, or somebody might be trying to outshine you. They forgot that. They forgot that. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, what can you do? You just keep moving. I'm going to watch the game because it's basketball. I'm just going to hope that the new generation, and shout out to all those first-time All-Stars, shout out to Wembanyama, shout out to Jalen Johnson, shout out to the guys under 25 that might actually carry this league into the future. All right? Shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to Norman Powell, who's in his 30s, making his first All-Star game. He deserves it. Fuck LeBron, bro. Fuck him. Fuck him. I can't wait till he leaves. Leave, please. Goodbye. No farewell tour. Well, you're gonna have a get lost tour, and your fanboys, they're gonna glaze you. Guys like me, we're not gonna care. Peace out, guys.